Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I wanted to share this video with you where this woman basically said that something is coming, that she met a man in the military. He didn't go into detail, but he said something is coming. And you know what's crazy is that, well, she didn't reveal where she is. Some people say she's in Oregon. And what's interesting to me is that over a decade ago, I remember hearing that allegedly a group of people who work for the government had a meeting and they were told to go around the Ozarks or something, and that something they found out. They came out of the meeting completely speechless and unable to talk of what they were told would be coming in the future. I have shared with you that I have had about 3 dreams of a major tsunami coming, and there are several other people who have dreamed of a tsunami coming or things dropping from the sky. I'm not saying this to scare you, but I have had that dream 3 times. A very powerful dream of a tsunami that people could not stop. I'm not saying it's coming. I don't know for sure, but I have 2 ideas of what I think it could possibly be, and I'm going to share it with you in this video. So let's look at what she's saying about the man she met at the bar that works for the military who hinted that something is coming basically kind of soon.
I need to keep this short, sweet, to the point. You need to sit down, buckle up, and be prepared. I went out to the bar like a couple nights ago, and this guy sat next to me. And I'm just making small talk. I live in a tourist town. Lots of people come through. So I'm like, hey, you from here? Where are you from? Like, what you doing here? Like, do you work? Like, just random stuff. And this guy sits down next to me, and he's older. He's like mid 50s. And we're just in casual conversation. And the topic of what do you do for work comes up, and he says, "Oh, I'm military intelligence," and I'm like, "Oh, very cool. So the scary stuff." And he said, and this guy was drunk as a skunk, so take everything that he says with a grain of salt, and I do too. But I also know that people have loose lips when they're not sober. And he said, "Why do you think I'm here?" Excuse me, what? He's looking off just like this, and he says, "People are gonna start killing each other soon." And he said, "Isn't this the place you would want to be if everything was about to go to hell?" I beg your finest pardon, sir? The conversation didn't last long, and he was so sloshed that it was hard to really comprehend anything he said. It sounded like he had a foreign accent of some sort, but at the same time, I couldn't tell. And he was just saying, things are about to get really bad. And this is the place I want to be. This is the best chance of survival. And he said, I pray nothing happens. I pray something stops it and that like something happens so that what is about to happen doesn't happen. But he said, this is where you're going to want to be. I'm terrified. But why would he say that? I mean, I know that Thiel is gone. He's gone to Argentina, and I mean that raises its own alarm bells. But what does somebody in military intelligence know? And he didn't spill any secrets or anything. He just said things are about to be really bad. Take that as you will.
Okay, so you heard what she said, and there are a lot of people who are worried. They're thinking, first of all, where are you located? Because she didn't mention it. Again, from what I read in the comments, some people said she's in Oregon. I'm not 100% sure. So people are really wondering what could be coming that people would be murking other people. You know that when you hear that, that means that there's some sort of panic that happens, something where there's some sort of panic and people are starting to unalive people. So there are 2 things I thought of that I remember hearing about. As you can see on the screen, I had heard that we're supposedly going to lose gravity for 6 to 7 seconds around August. I believe they said August 12th or the 21st of this year, that allegedly we're going to lose gravity and that everything is going to go up in the air. You, your house, the cars, the ocean will go up and start to boil and then freeze, and then everything will fall down. Imagine airplanes, everything coming falling from the sky literally, in that they said that millions of people are going to be lost if this happens. I don't know for sure if this is true. This is something that I heard of. I want you to check this out.
The world will lose gravity for 7 seconds.
What? Who said that?
August 12th, 2026. A lot of us are going to die.
We finally have a countdown.
Leaked online, the project's budget is $89 billion.
Shoot.
And its goal is to survive a 7-second gravitational anomaly expected August 12th, 2026 at 14:33 UTC time. Expected casualties will be 40 to 60 million people.
What?
They go on 1 to 2 seconds. Everything not secured will rise. People, vehicles, animals. 3 to 4 seconds in, objects will continue to rise to 15 to 20 meters up. 5 to 6 seconds in, panic and chaos will ensue, and people hit ceilings. 7 seconds, gravity returns, and everything falls from the sky, and 40 to 60 million people are dead.
25. This is the day the world loses gravity. Not forever, just for 7 seconds. 7 seconds where everything not bolted down will rise into the air. 7 seconds where cars will lift from highways, where children will float from playgrounds, where the ocean itself will abandon the seabed. And then gravity returns. Everything falls. 40 to 60 million dead, according to the claims. Infrastructure destroyed, economic collapse lasting a decade or more. The source of this prediction is allegedly a classified NASA document called Project Anchor, a secret $89 billion program that has supposedly been running since 2014. A program designed not to prevent the disaster, but merely to help select government officials and essential personnel survive it, while the rest of us remain deliberately uninformed. This is a conspiracy theory. Let me be absolutely clear about that from the start. NASA has officially denied it. Physicists have debunked it. Fact. Checkers across the globe have torn it apart. There is no Project Anchor. There are no leaked documents. The physics described in the viral post fundamentally misunderstand how gravity works. And yet, the story spread like wildfire. Millions of views, thousands of shares, comments filled with genuine fear from people who believed every word. Why does a claim this scientifically absurd gain such traction? What is it about gravity and black holes and government secrets that captures the human imagination so completely? In this investigation, we're going to do something different. We're going to take this conspiracy theory seriously, not in the sense of believing it, but in the sense of examining it thoroughly. We will trace its origins and expose its flaws. We will explain the real science of gravity and gravitational waves. And then we will do something that conspiracy theorists never actually did. We will calculate what would genuinely happen if Earth somehow lost gravity for 7 seconds. The answer might surprise you. It is both less dramatic and more terrifying than the viral posts suggest. This is the story of Project Anchor, the conspiracy that science forgot. The rumor first emerged on social media in late December 2024 and early January 2025. A video appeared on TikTok from an account that has since been deleted. The video showed a man sitting silently in a car while overlaid text delivered the alarming claim. On August 12, 2026, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds. NASA knows they are preparing, but will not tell us why. The accompanying caption provided what appeared to be specific details, chillingly specific details, the kind that make conspiracy theories feel credible to those unfamiliar with how easily such specifics can be fabricated. According to the posts, a secret NASA document titled Project Anchor leaked online in November 2024. The project allegedly has a budget of $89 billion. Its stated goal is to survive a 7.3-second gravitational anomaly. Expected on August 12, 2026, at 14:33 Universal Coordinated Time. That translates to roughly 10:33 in the morning Eastern Time, 7:33 Pacific, an ordinary Wednesday afternoon in much of Europe. The timeline painted by the conspiracy was precise. During seconds 1A,
Okay, so I don't know if this is really going to happen. I'm sure many of you are going to pray that something like this does not happen. I also have heard something else that they said allegedly, I have to keep saying allegedly, is coming in 2029. Apparently, in 2024, they discovered an asteroid or a comet. They named it Apophysis, I believe. Apophysis, I believe that's what it's called. I could be wrong. But they said that just like in the movie Deep Impact, I'm not saying that it's going to hit the waters, I'm not sure, but they said in 2029, we have heard of very rich and elite people building bunkers as I speak. There is something called the Seed Vault, which is in, I believe, the North Pole. That is very real. All the seeds of every plant and vegetable on earth is in the seed vault if something was to happen like this. So people say, look, it's in the movies. People have known for years. They've been preparing for it. That movie called Don't Look Up, very amazing, great movie. So, we have to think about supposedly gravity stopping again for 6 seconds, which will cause maybe tidal waves, possibly, I'm not sure, or an asteroid or a comet hitting. I want you to check out these clips real quick as well about it.
In April 2029, an asteroid the size of the Eiffel Tower is going to fly past Earth, so close that it will pass below the orbits of our own satellites. You will be able to see it moving across the night sky with your naked eye. No telescope, no binoculars, just your eyes, watching a 340-meter rock travel at 30 kilometers per second, roughly 32,000 kilometers above your head. Here is what we already know about this event. Earth's gravity is going to physically reshape the asteroid as it passes, triggering surface quakes and shifting rock across its surface in real time. The same NASA spacecraft that explored asteroid Bennu is already on its way to meet it. And 2 billion people across Europe, Africa, and Asia are going to be able to watch it with naked eyes on the same night. But here is the part most people do not know. When this asteroid was first discovered in 2004, astronomers calculated that it had a roughly 1 in 37 chance of hitting Earth. Not in some distant future, in 2029. In that same year, the viewing party is now scheduled. This is the story of Apophis, the asteroid named after the Egyptian god of chaos, and what is going to happen when it arrives. June 19, 2004. 3 astronomers at Kitt Peak National Observatory in Arizona were doing what planetary scientists do every night, scanning the sky for objects whose orbits bring them close to Earth. What they found would set off the most alarming period in modern planetary defense history. The object was cataloged, tracked, and fed into orbital calculation models at observatories around the world. And within months, the numbers came back deeply unsettling. This asteroid had approximately a 2.7% chance of hitting Earth on April 13, 2029. That is roughly 1 in 37. That might sound small, but imagine being told there is a 1 in 37 chance your house is going to be demolished next Tuesday. You would not ignore that number. Nobody did. For context, no asteroid of this size had ever been assigned a collision probability anywhere near that high. The object immediately reached a rating of 4 out of 10 on the Torino scale. Think of it as the International Asteroid Threat Alert System, similar to hurricane categories.
Okay, so I don't know what to think. I need to know, what do you believe? Do you believe the story that this woman said, that that man said, that this is where you want to be, wherever she is, something is coming? And like I said before, I had heard about this over a decade ago of people allegedly high up there having a meeting where they heard something absolutely devastating that was going to happen. We just heard about the P-54s and the P-52s, the gray aliens who said that there was some sort of cataclysmic event that happened in the very near future where people went underground and other people stayed on the surface. I don't know. Some people said this is fear mongering. Other people said this is just a distraction. This is the devil is distracting you. Nothing is going to happen. And that if you have faith, you'll be perfectly fine. You don't need to worry about anything. And that you keep hearing things, rumors of wars, rumors of terrible things happening, and that you just need to stay calm about it all. The truth is, whatever's coming is coming. We don't know what's coming. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week. You don't know, but you have to be ready. And a lot of people, they say they're ready. You would be afraid if you see something crazy, coming in front of you and everything like that, but it's nothing you can really do. And usually, like I said in the movies, you don't hear anything until about 24 to 48 hours before it's coming, and it's never any time to prepare. So, what do you think? Do you think it's the gravity thing? Do you think it's an asteroid? Do you think it's an alien invasion? Do you think it's something more? What do you think it could possibly be? So that is it for this video. It's not a long video. I want to know, how do you feel about all of this? And what do you think it could possibly be that might be coming in the very near future? Are you preparing? Are you prepared? You're not worried about it. You're like, I have God and it's okay. Whatever. I am ready, baby. Bring it on. Whatever is coming. Okay, so that is it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you all later. Bye, everybody.